Hello, everybody. This is Neil Smith from Latin 101, and today we're going to look together at two important cases of Latin nouns, the accusative and the dative case. So just to recap a couple of things you already know. You recognize the case of a noun from its ending, and the cases indicate how the noun functions in a sentence. You've already looked at two cases, the nominative, which I think of as the naming case, and the genitive, the connecting case, the way that in Latin you describe one noun with another noun or connect one noun to another noun. Just an example of those cases you're familiar with. Here's a coin from 80, the year 80 of the Common Era. Julia Augusta is named here. She is who's depicted in this portrait, and she's called Ophelia. She's in the nominative case. Julia Augusta, the noun Philia is in the nominative case. Titi Augusti is in the genitive case. That noun is connected with Julia. Titus is connected to Julia, and so we could translate this as Julia, the daughter of Titus. The accusative is a case I think of having the function of the target of an idea. It's the target case. That might be the target of the verb's action, the direct object. It might be the object of a preposition, especially if it's expressing an idea like direction towards something or the reason for something, the goal, the aim. And it's also used in expressions of purpose with a kind of adjective that's created from verbs called the gerundive. We're going to learn more about the gerundive a little later, so we won't look at those today, but just to be aware, it's another way of using the accusative case to express ideas of target, goal, purpose. So let's look at a couple of examples. Here we're seeing an illustration connected with the story that Hyginus tells us about Hercules. Hercules killed Megara. Megaram, that ending tells us, is accusative singular. Megara is the direct object of the verb. Hercules killed Megara. Philiam, the noun philiam, is also a first declension noun in the accusative case. Megara, the daughter. Hercules killed Megara, the daughter. It's accusative because it's the direct object. Creon, creontis is genitive, so it's the daughter of Creon. Per is a preposition in Latin that expresses the idea of because of, on account of. And insaniam is a first declension noun, meaning madness. It's in the accusative case. Heracles killed Megara, the daughter of Creon, on account of madness. In contrast, the accusative, which gives you sort of the direct goal, the direct target, the dative I think of as the winners and losers case. Who benefits in this sentence, or in whose interest is this action taking place? One common form of that is the grammatical construction called the indirect object. If we look at a couple of more sentences involving Hercules, we can see how that works in a Latin sentence. In the first sentence, Creon is the subject. Creon dated. Creon gave. Megaram is our same name. There's the feminine name, Megara, in the accusative case. He gave Megara. Hercules, genitive Hercules, is a third declension noun. Hercule is the dative singular form. So Creon gave his daughter Megara to Heracles in marriage, understood. Hercules is the indirect object. He benefits from the action of Creon giving the daughter Megara away. Hercules is, in the nominative case, in the next sentence, is the subject. Fecit Hercules gymnikos is a word meaning athletic games. Hercules established athletic games. Pelops, Pelopis is the genitive, is a third declension noun. Pelopi is the dative. So Hercules established games for Pelops. Filio, also in the dative singular, is this referring to the same person, Pelops. Heracles established athletic games for Pelops, the son of Tantalus. So Pelops is the winner who profits from this. And the illustration on the right is the sanctuary of Pelops at Olympia as it looks today. Dative forms you can find, of course, on the L3 textbook, full declensions of all different categories of nouns. Just if it helps to notice that in the dative singular, first, second, third declension all have an ending with a long vowel. If that helps you remember, that's fine. In the accusative, it might help to note that the M in the singular is a kind of marker in all three declensions for the accusative case. Am, if it helps you to look at those endings together, you can do that. And similarly, in the plural, all the first three declension nouns in the masculine and feminine all end with a vowel, a long vowel, and an S, as, os, es. And one general little note, no matter what Indo-European language you study, whether you're trying to learn to speak German or read Hittite written in cuneiform, every neuter noun will have identical forms in the nominative and accusative. So the nominative singular and the accusative singular will have the same form. The nominative plural and the accusative plural will have the same form. There are no neuters in the first declension, so here are examples from the second and third declension. Exemplum, a model or an example. In the nominative case, exemplum will identically be exemplum in the accusative, or in the plural, exempla will be both nominative and accusative form. Or the third declension noun, nomen, genitive nominis, accusative nomen will look just like the nominative. In the plural, accusative nomina will look just like the plural nomina. So there's one other case, the ablative we'll talk about separately. Meanwhile, with the cases you already are familiar with, you can read a lot of Latin. Bring your questions to class, enjoy it. I look forward to seeing more of all of you. Valete.